Hey, how's it going? My name is Anthony Peterson from Peterson Pressure Washing, and we want to clean your stuff. Whether it comes from your house, whether it's your business, whether it's a gas station, a dumpster pad, or even a sidewalk, your front porch, or a driveway. We're here, we're available. Again, Peterson Pressure Washing, give us a call. But yeah, you know, most jobs are done with SH, sodium hypochlorite, mixed with some type of surfactant. We have a surfactant called Eliminator. It's a soap specifically designed to work with bleach. That is going to be used for the vast majority of your jobs. Whether you're talking about surface cleaning a driveway, you're going to pre-treat SH with surfactant, let it sit, dwell for 10-15 minutes, and then come through with the surface cleaner and then clean it. And then depending on what percentage of SH you use, you're gonna pre-treat and post-treat if you used a 1%, or just post-treat if you used a 3%. Then you come in with the surface cleaner, clean it all up, and then spray it off clean. And it'll be nice. It'll be a lot nicer, a lot cleaner than it was before. SH is going to be, for the majority of your house washes, the outside of your house. Spray the house down again, and then you let it dwell. Work in sections, so your dwell time is not too long, but make sure it's also not too little, because you need to allow time for the bleach to do its job, for it to work properly. That's one thing that you commonly see. You'll spray an area, and then guys will just rinse it off real quick, and it doesn't look like the area got cleaned. Well, it's because either one of two things, or both. You're either not using a strong enough mix, but it's usually not that, because if you're using a downstream injector, you're getting about a 1 to 1.5% mix, and that's usually going to be hot enough to clean 80-90% of all jobs, of the outside of all homes. Unless a home is just extremely dirty, you might have to do a couple applications. But you want to spray it, be able to let it sit for 10 to 15 minutes, and then clean it off with just pure water, fresh water, and then work in sections as you go. So you don't let it sit too long. And then sometimes if it's hot outside, the heat's coming down in the summer, it can speed up that drying time. So you have to watch that. You have to be careful of that. Temperature affects chemicals and the application of chemicals. But we can clean pretty much almost anything with this 5.5 gallon per minute machine. I went with this machine because it's the Goldilocks zone, right? It's right in between your 8-10 gallon per minute machines, which are machines that you could use for commercial. You could use this for commercial. But if you're doing a really big job, you might want to look at using the 8 to 10 gallon per minute machine. And it's right above your semi-professional, higher home end pressure washing units. They cap out at about 4 gallons per minute. This is a nice spot, because it's pretty much, there isn't a job you can't do with this. And the price point on it is pretty good too. Got the GX390 Honda engine, one of the most reliable ones in the industry. So we have the equipment to do the job. We have a surface cleaner. There's different chemicals for different jobs, whether it's rust that you need to get taken off, whether it's organics like mold and mildew, whether it's grease, using a degreaser. Different cleaning jobs require different chemical applications, and we price accordingly for each of those chemicals that we have to apply, and then how much we have to apply. Roofs generally require a hotter mix. So the outside of a house, like I said, you can use a 1 to 1.5% spray on the outside of the house. A roof, you're talking about between 4 and 6% SH depending on how dirty the roof is, if it's been cleaned before, da da da, yada yada yada. Um, yeah. So we're here to serve you, and we like your business. So give us a call. Again, my name is Anthony Peterson from Peterson Pressure Washing. Thank you, and have a good day.